Welcome back. Now, the idea was the brainchild of our next guest's father, who left school with no education and after many successful years in maintenance engineering, taught himself how to read and write through his own self-developed system.
The system is called memory filing and the product is called Smart Learning, and its goal is to teach anyone who uses it how to speak a language through phonetics. Nicole Howe is the fourth in our Start Your Own Business competitors, and she joins us now along with Fiona McLaughlin from Fit Business. Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
Okay, Nicole, tell us about it. It basically helps people with languages. Now, that's first and foremost.
It does, yeah.
But these don't necessarily have to be people with learning difficulties. It's just
anyone that's looking to learn a new language.
Okay,
yeah.
And the principle is what?
The principle is that it's taught through colour-coded phonetics. So the colour code tells you how to pronounce the phonetic. So say, for example, there's the letter A. There's 3 different ways to pronounce it: A, A, and A. And it's assigned a different colour to tell you how to pronounce it. So when you look at the phonetic visually, you can see how the word sounds. So it's a totally new kind of technique.
And what's the science behind why you would respond more instantly to the colour coding and say the audio?
Well, it's designed as well to kind of be on the go, so you don't have to have your computer, you don't have to have the audio connection. You can just look at the cards, keep them in your pocket, take them out, and you can instantly pronounce the word. And is there science behind why we respond visually to a kind of a phonetic sound rather than, say, again, the audio? Yeah, there is. There's a lot of the languages are taught through visual concepts as opposed to the sound concept. So
reading, just to interject there, sorry Nicole, but reading something and actually seeing it, if you see it repeatedly, they say up to about 6 times, can improve retention by 90% after a year. So the seeing of something is really important in terms of learning, and the way the colour coding is done, and I've been having discussions with Nicole about this, the detail is what actually proves that this works, and part of that is the colour coding and the numbering system. However, because it's quite complex, it's not necessarily what will convert people into customers. This is my feeling, and I feel that maybe we need to focus more on the benefits, as in it's proven accelerated learning. So people that have used this system, and they're doing this under the supervision of the Salis Learning School in DCU, so the people that are using this system are actually learning faster. But the colour coding sounds complex, but it's very, very simple.
Yeah. Well, it's developed by your father.
Yes.
And obviously, as we outlined in the intro, he effectively left school with no formal education, went on to become a very successful maintenance engineer, and with a typical engineer's sort of efficiency, designed this to be as practical and as efficient as so no matter how complex the concept is, in practice it's quite easy.
Simple,
and you were one of the first beneficiaries of it, weren't you?
I was, yeah. When I was in school, I had terrible difficulty learning how to spell, and my dad used to sit down at home and teach me the methods that he'd used when he was learning to read and write, and that's kind of the methodology now that's applied as well in the system.
And from that child with learning diffipphiculties now to a PhD in biochemistry, is it?
Yes.
I believe.
It must be working then.
So
you can teach yourself French, German, Spanish. You're applying it to all the languages.
All the languages,
and you do it at home then, I take it. And what, you get a box of cards, or how does it work?
Yeah, you get there's 48 cards in the box, and there's an audio CD as well, just to perfect pronunciation.
And how long does it take then if you were taking on something like French? I mean,
we take 2 cards a day, so it takes 3 weeks to complete the course.
That's amazing. I mean, you obviously know about the linguaphone courses and all the things that, I mean, they've become kind of household names in the same way a Hoover is, or an Elastoplast. Oh, I must take a linguaphone course in French. So how are you going to break that kind of generic dominance of a product like that?
Yeah, we've been looking at competitors very closely with Fiona, and really it's just trying to distinguish ourselves and the benefits that our product has really relative to other products, and how easy the system is to accelerate the learning. And then the patented technology, really, the colour code and the numbering system as well. It's the first time that it's been taught through a numbering system as well.
Okay, Does this system work particularly well with phonetics and languages, or could it be applied to, say, something else?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're looking at other subjects as well to bring into the range, but yeah, it can be applied across the board.
This is just phase 1 actually of a 4-phased development, so it can be applied to maths, the sciences. That's the really interesting thing about the memory filing system, and also across a range of areas from dyslexia to literacy. So the potential is huge.
Well, this is one of the things that you wanted to do when you were selecting your 5 competitors. You wanted something that could be, very specific to us and very local. You also wanted something that could be global, and I'm assuming that this is the
absolutely. And I mean, it is a huge industry. This wasn't the only application that we got of this type, but this one stood out for us in terms of the patent pending, so that they really had something unique, and their association with the experts in the area, the Salis School of Language and DCU. But the whole area is it's huge. Like the industry is worth almost $1 trillion globally. So there are naturally going to be competitors there. So to be able to compete against companies like Pearson, who are growing their profits by 10% a year, which equates to 135 million in profit increase last year alone, then you really have to have something that can compete and stand out against those. And I really think in terms of, as I said, apart from the colour coding and all the detail behind it, the fact that it works and the fact that they're testing it on schools and getting fantastic feedback from teachers, that's what's important, and that's what should be on the front of the CD covers. And that's what I'm trying to convince Nicole to do at the moment, to put all that selling stuff on the front of the CD covers, the patent pending, the association with Salis University or with the Salis Learning School, the fact that it accelerates learning for people faster than any of the competitors as we know at the moment is powerful.
It's not on the market obviously at the moment, or how long do you think it'll take before?
We're hoping early next year to launch it. We have six languages ready to go.
And is there a particular age group it would be suitable for? I mean,
well, anyone really that's looking to learn a language, an adult or a secondary school student, or...
And typically people, immigration workers, anybody really learning English as a second language or as a foreign language.
People here going abroad to a foreign language.
And again, a key difference between this and competitors is they can read it on a train, on a plane, in an automobile, unlike others where it's about computer immersion. You have to actually log on.
Not suitable if you're colourblind, I'd say.
Trust you to find the spanner in the works. So anyway, thank you both very much indeed, and we will follow your progress with much interest. And of course, for more information on the Start Your Own Business competition and each of the 5 competitors, you can log on to tv3.ie/Ireland AM, or indeed you can pick up a copy of Fiona's column, which will be in tomorrow's Star newspaper, for more information on this week's business, Smart Learning. Now, we will take a quick break and see you back here in a few minutes' time.